It was only a week ago that we sat in a much different place, and it was amidst the glowing embers of a dying campfire, surrounded by soft whispers and final testaments, that I think we all saw a brief glimpse of what was happening. A chapter in our lives was quickly coming to an end. Tonight, I speak to the audience before me, but more importantly, I speak to my classmates behind me. And although many of them are probably sick of listening to me, I would beg them this one last time to indulge me in a final thought that I have to share. Have you ever been reading a book when you suddenly find that only a page remains? From the corner of your peripheral vision, you see those two bold words that have haunted readers for millennia: the end. Suddenly, as your attention snaps back to where you left off, every word is weighed with newfound meaning. Every definition, every period, every comma is read and reread, because in the knowledge of an ending story, the most minuscule of details becomes invaluable. I have always struggled with endings, moments where every second is so full of meaning that I desperately try to cling to them, willing the time to somehow drag on for eternity. But no matter how hard I try, the moment always seems to slip beyond the grasp of my feeble fingertips. For 4 years, I have had the chance to know my fellow classmates, but what once was years has now become months, and what now is months will become days, and then hours, and then minutes, until finally the seconds tick away until the dreaded, the end. And much like a book, I find myself paying attention to every minute detail, and much like those precious moments, I cannot help but try to make time where there is none left. It is in my recent panic that I have come to the realization that the end is not necessarily a bad thing. And it is in this realization that I have come to understand that, as Mark Twain might have once said, half the beauty of a rose is in its memory. Which leads me to this conclusion. Never again will Gregory Hudgens and I be in AP Spanish, desperately sparking a book for a quiz the very next period. Never again will I harass Miss Grieve for giving me a paper that was not hole-punched, despite the fact that a 3-ring binder was mandatory for the class. And consequently, never will I yell at Tia Uehara for not promptly hole-punching that very same paper. Never again will I eat lunch with the blinding steel tables in the quad, watching the big cheese throw fruit and nuts at unsuspecting freshmen. Never again will I sit next to Emily Sauter and Solvine Moe, panicking over a statistics test that we have somehow managed to postpone for the past 3 weeks. Never again will I stay up until 4 while FaceTiming Tess Garner, praying that some mild form of conversation will get us through the 10-page Runyon paper that's due that same day. Never again will I be in a car with Elias Lucero at the Berean parking lot, 1 hour before school starts, silently judging each passing car as it goes over the speed bump. These are only some of the countless memories that I will take with me after the end. I realize that having made such moments endure would only have tarnished them, and to replicate them would only reduce their value. And even though I like to think that the passing of these moments does not hurt, that does not change the fact that it does. And it is that very pain which reminds me that those moments were worth something. Because even though the rose withers and dies, you cannot help but be glad of the memory of when it was in full bloom. So to coaches, teachers, and family, thank you for providing the knowledge, principles, and memories that will last us a lifetime. Because even though this period in our lives is over, we will always reflect upon the moments, both happy and serious, that defined and shaped who we have become these past years. To the Berean Christian High School class of 2015, tonight is the end. But among the sorrowful goodbyes, I would ask that we remember not what is ending, but rather what has happened. Because it is the pain of the end which lends the greatest value to the beginning. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2015.